Joe Biden says there's nothing that men can do that women can't do just as well and perhaps even better. And as a woman, I beg to differ. In fact, I differ a lot, especially from men. Why? Well, because I'm not one. I can't do everything a man can do, and they can't do what I can. And to say that men and women are the same and can do the same stuff is not only the biggest load of bull, it's also terribly insulting to both of us.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
There's a hard and fast rule in baking, and it's one a lot of people miss. It's about baking soda. See, a lot of people think that baking soda is what causes baked goods to rise in the oven, and it is. Kinda. But it can't do it by itself. Baking soda is an alkaline. It requires an acid for it to work right. You have to add something like vinegar or lemon juice or buttermilk to activate it and produce the carbon dioxide gas. That's what creates the air bubbles that make the batter rise as it bakes. If you don't add an acid, congrats. Now you've got a flat pancake with little bitter chunks in it that make your mouth go as dry as the Sahara.
I don't like sand.
Gross. Baking soda is important, but it's really boring by itself. Vinegar is important, but you don't want to drink it alone. Put them together, though, and you've got yourself the makings for a really nice, fluffy dessert. See, baking is a science. It follows preset rules, doesn't give a crap how you feel about it. You can stand over a box of baking soda and scream equality all you want. But if you mix the ingredients wrong or if you leave something out, it won't work. The parts in the recipe are different, even bland alone, but they're designed to work together to create something delicious. And if you screw with it, it's not going to come out right and your banana bread is going to be trash. That is men and women. And it's why left-wing bullcrap like equal pay day or gender equality is such nonsense, because it doesn't just demand an equal playing field, it promotes the factually baseless idea that we are the same. It assumes we're all baking soda, that men and women do the same things, think the same way, are skilled at the same things, want the same things, and should always get the same result. On Wednesday, right about the time that Megan Rapinoe was running her pie hole and complaining about how she only gets paid $168,000 a year to kick a ball, President Joe Biden tossed in this little nugget.
I've told my daughters, granddaughters, from the time they were old enough to understand what I was saying, and I mean it, there's not a single thing a man can do that a woman can't do as well or better. Not a single thing.
Except pass a military fitness test, apparently. Get people to actually watch a sporting event, deadlift 150% of their own body weight, pee standing up, whatever. See, by Joe's logic, the world's just a gross pancake. You can ditch the baking soda and add more buttermilk and expect everything will turn out wonderfully. If someone in the White House kitchen did that, they'd find themselves out of a job and flicking burgers at Mickey D's in about a minute because no one wants that. It's nasty. You need different ingredients, just like men and women. And these differences play out in the workplace. This is not a secret. There's a reason women tend to make 81 cents for every dollar a man makes, and it's not because they're actually getting paid less for the same exact work. First off, we gravitate towards different vocations. Most women don't want to snake toilet drains. Most men aren't interested in changing the sheets in a nursery. The top jobs most likely to be held by women include teachers, childcare workers, and secretaries. Among men, it's mechanics, carpenters, welders, and electricians. Guess which side generally makes more? We also work different hours. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the percentage of employed women working full-time has always been between approximately 72% and 75% since 1968. On the other hand, roughly 9 out of 10 men work full-time, been that way for 5 decades. For full-time workers, men spend an average of 41 hours per week at their jobs, while women average about 36.3 hours. According to one Harvard study, men are also twice as likely to pick up overtime as women. Why? Largely because women are much more likely to want to head home to take care of domestic stuff, or to take time off to care for their young children. Not just because we have to, many of us genuinely want to. When COVID hit and parents were forced to stay home with their out-of-school kids, guess who stepped up? Moms. We're different. Megan Rapinoe doesn't get paid less than David Beckham to kick a soccer ball because she's a chick. She gets paid less because while her team pulled more than 1.1 billion viewers in 2019, and kudos, ladies, men's soccer remains the most widely viewed sport in the world. In 2018, 3.572 billion people watched the Men's World Cup, and a lot of Americans didn't watch either one because, frankly, we were too busy waiting for football to start. There's a reason people want to watch LeBron James dunk a basketball. or Justin Tucker kick a 55-yard field goal. Just like more than 3 million Americans tuned in to watch Simone Biles nail the floor routine like a boss in the 2016 Olympics. Men's gymnastics? Meh, like 750,000. Generally speaking, we're good at different things because we're built different ways. Just like we have different priorities, we want different things out of life, and it takes different things to fulfill us. We are different. And you know what real equality looks like? It's knowing that someone's inherent worth has nothing to do with whether they can do or cannot do the same things as someone else. Like a person with no legs is no less valuable because they'll probably never win the 600-meter freestyle. It's recognizing that men and women are not the same and celebrating that. I can work out until Jesus comes back, and I will never be able to bench press more than my husband. He's got muscle mass and a chemical makeup I can't physically compete with. He's going to outrun me every time because he's 6'3" and I'm 5'2", and it is what it is. It's great because he can reach the stuff on the top shelf. He has a natural physical advantage designed by God to protect and defend and provide, and it is awesome because you know what? Right now I'm growing a brand new human life. A totally unique little person whose own makeup has never been seen before on this planet. It's perhaps the most mind-blowing miracle on earth, and he can't come close to doing it. That is all me. I have a connection with our children that he'll never fully understand because I've felt them on the inside. He can't do that. He doesn't see the world from the exact same perspective I do, and I don't see it from his because we're made to look at things differently. We have different qualities that work in tangent, and it's perfect. Because I make up for his gaps and he makes up for mine. True equality is understanding that if we were exactly the same, the world would be even more broken than it already is. It'd just be a really gross pancake. We need each other because we are different. Yes, there are things men can do that women can't, and thank God for it. And yes, there are things women can do that men can't. Also, a big check in the plus column for humanity. And Joe Biden can peddle all the super woke one-liners he wants, but pretending men and women are the same not only ignores plain and obvious facts, it diminishes the value of both of us, including women. And that's your Reality Check, America. Make sure you like us on Facebook and Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Rumble pages, and stay sane out there.